Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're dialing in. Welcome to Soul Fulfilling, soulful conversations, soulful music, and some time to really kick it with some of my very good friends as we come into the room of the Be Hood Wednesday night gathering. My name is Rickie Byars. I'm very happy to have you here. And joining me this evening from the UK is Life Coach Ade. Ademola. Anifa Woshe. Man, your name got caught in my throat. I don't know what that's all about.
My name does that sometimes.
Life Coach Ade is joining me. So come on in, everybody. Hey, KS is number one again.
Always.
KS is on it.
Yeah.
Hey, Maura's number two. Hey, Kiana, she's on it. Lynn Beal, hi. Dick B, welcome. Come on in, everybody. They're loading in. Hey, happy summer. Happy summertime. It's summer. Summer in the city. Hey, Mickey, come on in now. Friends from so many years and new friends. Hey, come on in. How you doing, Life Coach Ade?
I'm wonderful. Dancing with life. Swimming and navigating.
You're swimming in it.
That's right.
La 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 la. Here's a tribute to the sun. The sun, I meet the sun, the brightest star that lights the earth. Hey, Rosalind, my soul, my soul, my soul receives. It is a friendly universe. Hey, Meg, Susan, the sun, I meet the sun, the brightest star that lights the earth. Keith from Idlewild. My soul, my soul, my soul receives. It is a friendly universe. A child will meet the sun, the brightest star that lights the earth. A child will see the best unfold inside a friendly universe. I honor those who came before us, those who prayed and cared for me, those who dwell in liberation, and who permit me now to sing. I call upon my and your great ancestors who show us how to love and fill our hearts with the words of inspiration and embrace us as we heal. Great, great and mighty Holy Spirit, present now, and you have shown that present you will be forever. Speak through me, sing through my song. The sun, I meet the sun that lights the earth. My soul, my soul, my soul receives. It is a friendly universe. 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 You can tell I'm lit from the inside out today,
Ooh, yeah.
baby.
We see the fiery,
Oh,
orangey outfit.
oh yeah. It's just it's signifying what I feel. I couldn't
Mm,
find the right blue to put with it because I got a lot of blue going on.
mm.
Not the blues, but blue. You know, lots of blue and lots
Yeah.
of I think with the throat chakra and the speaking also comes a mandate to listen.
Mhm.
Not, communication is not just to be able to speak and to be able to speak well. Communication is knowing how to listen,
Mhm.
how to really listen.
Mhm.
And sometimes, we're so busy telling our story, telling our point of view, telling our side of the story, our
Mhm.
side of the story,
Mhm.
that we can't hear what the other's saying or even
Yes.
what they're intending.
Mm.
We're not even trying to see what they're feeling
Right?
because
Right?
it ain't about them.
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
so to be able to listen to others and then to be able to listen to the spirit speaking inside of us,
Mhm.
speaking to us. Yeah. And they're
That is
coming in. Old
ultimate.
Simone, Marion Lewis, beloved Dorothy James. Listening is more
Mm.
powerful than speaking. I tell you, I was having a conversation with my very good friend, Life Coach Ade. And I said, I think the listeners are going to outlive the speakers. So I'm starting to listen more. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. There's something about listening. It's like there's so many things that come up for me as I listen to you. This idea of listening, because if you're speaking, where are you speaking from? If
Yes.
you're not listening, then I mean, we're always listening to something. I guess the real question is, what are we listening to?
Yes.
And to listen to the truth that we live and we are on a friendly universe. We live in it, we are on it, we're a part of it. If
Yes.
we listen to that every day, or bring ourselves back to that, to remember that we're part of something greater, we're part of a friendly universe. So when life does what life does, I don't have to go into what is happening.
Yeah.
We just make a call, and the universe provides the perfect person to do things that they do for the first time, and you know, things work out the way it needs to work out. And I did a presentation today. There's some of the listeners may have seen it called World Unity Week, and my event today was called Restory to Unite. And the premise of Restory is we all have stories. And as you were saying, we want to tell our story. We want to tell our story. And sometimes we're told, release that story. Stop
Yeah.
carrying that story. The story itself is neutral. It just depends what kind of story we're telling. And when we're willing to listen to one another, we can really unite. And I really believe that part of the issues, the main thing, um, the issues that we have in life is because we've forgotten to really listen to one another. And me listening doesn't mean I have to agree.
Yes.
I don't have to agree. I don't have to disagree. I can just listen. But we live in a world where, we all have a lot to say, different perspective, and we believe that my perspective is more valid than yours. But what if everybody is right?
Yeah. Well,
What if
everybody is right
everybody's
from their
right?
point of view.
Right, exactly. Exactly. It's like what they believe is what they believe. And then we can take the next step further. It's like, what are you listening? I mean, the event that I did today, there's a lot going on, and the way they were communicating with the volunteers, with the host, and the Zoom tech is through something called Trello board, Trello, and it was kind of tricky. So it's
I know
hard to
about
kind of
Triller.
figure. Yes, it's kind of hard to figure it out. I was on a trail of don't know where I'm going. Trello, I can't find my way. But the information I needed, I was fine with it. I didn't get most. I mean, I stay up late most of the time. I was up to
Yes.
3 a.m. last night,
Yes.
trying to get some information, and they said, we'll send you an email. So I got it this morning. We're trying to put it all together. And I found myself sort of getting nervous, or not worried about who's going to show up, what's it going to be like. And
Mm-hmm.
I just, your voice came all morning, really. It's like when you talk about whatever people ask in the chat room, how do we do this? How do we step into love? And you always say, one breath at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And your voice came and was like, just take a breath, just take a breath. And I just
Mm-hmm.
kind of chilled. And as I was talking to spirits, like, listen, doesn't matter who shows up, whether it's one, whether it's two, whether it's 100,
Mm-hmm.
you show up.
Mm-hmm.
You show up.
Yes.
And that carried me through
Yes.
because at any given time, there was just three of us in there.
Yes.
The person helping me and another person came to the event.
Yes.
And then they left and somebody else came in. There was a part of me that was like, I prepare for all of this just for three people, well, actually two people.
Well,
But I kept hearing the voice,
yes.
show up, do your thing. And I
Yeah.
had a great time.
Well, and something else is being birthed. This morning, thank you for sharing that. And it might help many people, who sometimes are influenced by the numbers, and many times we are. We're looking at how many people showed up and how many people dialed in. And, numbers do play a part in the way we
Yes.
make our decisions and the ways we go about our time. So, we can say the numbers don't matter, but the numbers they are a concern from time to time, but
Yes.
they are not why you're showing up. You're showing up to be yourself. You're
Indeed.
showing up to be your journey on steroids. You're showing up to represent, all that lineage that presents you here to be so that
Yes.
you
Yes.
can do just what you did, which is
Yes.
smile and shine your truth. Like that's why we're here.
For real. For
That's why
real.
we're here. And so many
Yes.
times, what the world does is like, well, when I did that, I had a whole lot of people that looked at me. So let me do that again and see if I can get some more people to look at me. It's like, no, maybe there was a real moment that
Yes.
happened that inspired people. So maybe instead of looking at the numbers, let's look at the real moments and allow the real moments to call to us. To allow the real moments to call to us.
Yes.
And I'm so
Yes.
proud of you. Like that realization is very important. Because
Yeah.
I had to deal with that. Leaving my old community to step out into the world beyond it, and especially in the heyday when the place would be filled with so many people and
Yeah.
packed, and folks would be around, they would know the music, and I stepped into an abyss of like, I said, well, I don't know, but I know I gotta go. 'Cause
Yeah.
the writing is not
Yes.
just on the wall, it's on the sidewalks. A car rode by and it was like, time to go, It's like,
How you know me? Never
you know,
mind.
when I got the information, the singer comes up and he's singing, wow, time to go home, So everything
Yes.
spoke to the time that was emerging. But the good thing was that I sing from my heart because I love to. And I remember those Wednesday nights at Hot and Cool when not too many people knew I was singing there on a Wednesday night. And Maxine's in the chat. Dorothy James would show up sometimes. And sometimes people in the chat, not Rosalind and not Roz, you couldn't do it because you were in Philadelphia. And I saw you, I saw, did I see Kamara? Is Kamara here? I thought I saw Kamara's name. But
Yeah, she was there.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I love them. Those some soulful sisters, and they can sing too. But it was a sprinkling of people. But I would be singing the songs, and it was just so much love that was happening and felt inside of the cafe. People walking by, hearing these songs of love. It just made a difference. And eventually it was like, well, can you do this on a Sunday? Can you do this on a Sunday? And then it was the devotional, and the same thing, the Sunday devotional on the Easter Sunday, the same thing coming up. Like, oh my gosh, it's going to be packed at Agape. They're going to have 3 services. I'm washing
Right.
dishes. You know that story, but that's a good one. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
this is what I started breathing in and out. This is mine to do. This is what's mine to do.
Yes. Yes.
I know I'll do better doing what's mine to do. I know I'll do better doing what's mine to do. And when I look inside of me, pondering what it means to be free, what it means, I know that I'll do better doing what I came to do. Hallelujah. I know I'll be inspired doing what's mine to do. I will be inspired doing what's mine to do. When I look inside of me, pondering what it means to be free, what it means, I know I'll be inspired just doing what I came to do. I know I will be stronger doing what's mine to do. I will be stronger doing what's mine to do. And when I look inside of me, pondering what it means to be free, what it means, I know that I'll be stronger just doing what I came to do. And when I look inside of me, when I look inside of me, Darlene, when you look inside of you, what? When I look inside of me, what about you, Camera? When I look inside of me, Francis Jones, what you finding inside of you? When I look inside of me, pondering what it means to be free, what it means, I know that I'll do better just doing what I came to do. Oh yeah. Doing what I came to do. Because we can't, you know, it's so interesting because what we came to do is right here in who we are right now.
Yes. Yes.
It's right here. It's all in the nuggets of our being. It's all in the nuggets of our being.
All in it.
Yeah, it takes the pressure off to try to create something that some kind of persona that's got it all together. I love this Wednesday night because it's taught me the value of what Ramana Maharshi says of being, just simply to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And to listen to my good friend Ade. You know, you talking about that story. You know, when people do this stuff with their neck, I don't do that. I kind of stole it right now. I hope I don't.
You don't do it. I can't. No, you won't, because you do what you came here to do. You're good.
I better not be doing my necklace. What kept me sad was a story in my head about what I never had and what I never said. But I can sing a song the flowers gave to me, and it helps me to be strong. It helps me to be free. Now when I'm walking with you, I'm walking with God. When I'm talking with you, what y'all? I'm talking with God. When I'm praying with you, I'm praying with God. If God is all there is, everything is God. Yeah. There is a road, a journey we must take, and it starts from within, and it's just a thought away. I can sing a song, the flowers gave to me, and it helps me to be strong. It helps me to be free. Now when I'm walking with you, I'm walking with God. When I'm talking with you, I'm talking with God. When I'm praying with you, I'm praying with God. And if God is all there is, then everything is God. That's kind of hard, that part. If God is all there is, then everything is God. People have a problem with that. They have a problem with that. But I know it's all God. When I'm laughing with you, I'm laughing with God. When I'm singing with you, I'm singing with God. In the arms of my friend, I'm in the arms of God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. If God is all there is, then everything is God. I said if God is all there is, then everything is God. Everything. And we don't know how it's going to turn out. You know, we just know it's going to turn out. It's going to turn out fine. You know, we got to do our part, though. We have to do our part. And if you can't bear witness to it this lifetime, you shall bear witness to it. Oh, yeah. You going to bear some witness.
Yes, indeed.
You know,
Yes, indeed.
Can I lean on you to read what I wrote this morning?
Oh, yes, please.
I mean, it's like it's not deep. It's just very beautiful, though. I got a nudge this morning from a 12-year-old that said, "Grandma, the sun is rising." And now I'm the one that nudged him when he first moved here. To go, "Wake up, Nograti, the sun is rising." And he was like, "What? What are you talking about?" You know. So he woke up. He was like, "The sun is rising, Grandma." And I was like, "Okay, thank you." Okay.
You switch roles. How he was the first time.
I kind of was up a little late, but I was praying though, you know. And so when I finally got into bed, it was pretty late. I didn't look at what time it was, but I didn't wake up naturally early until he did that. And then he was like, "Do you want to miss the sunrise?"
Oh wow, wow.
Do you want to miss the sunrise? And I was like, "No, I want to see that sunrise. Give me a moment." You know, I said, "Give me a moment." And so when I got up, you know, got my little self together and got my chair, and he said, "Used to come through this window. Now it's coming through that window." I was like, "Yeah, because it's summer and, you know, the position of the earth." And I sat there in the sun, and he didn't sit with me for long. He just wanted to make sure that I was up, you know, and he didn't sit. He went back to, you know, building his kingdom, what he does. You know, he's really pretty phenomenal person. So anyway, I was there in the sun, and then after sitting for a while, I just started to write. So those of you who write early in the morning, I know Ade does. Jeff Nuss, do you write in the morning? I do. You do?
I journal every morning when I wake up.
In the microphone so people can hear you?
The first thing I do when I wake up is read a couple of spiritual things, and then I journal.
Huh. What did you write about this morning?
About
About what happened last night?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Let's see, folks in the chat. You want to hear what happened last night to Jeff?
But does he want to talk about what happened last night?
Just a little bit, Jeff. Just a little bit.
Well, yesterday, for the first time since I had my minor heart surgery. I was able to ride my bicycle, my minimum 10-mile ride. So I felt really good about that. And as I was feeling good about that, I got a call from, now I write all this stuff, you know, my reaction to things. I got a call from the repair shop where my car was, and they said, we got some bad news. And because I was feeling good, it didn't hit me funny, right? So I didn't respond in a real negative way like I might have. So I write about those things when I wake up in the morning, and then how I'm going to apply that to my day.
Yeah. That's telling you something without telling you nothing, ain't it? I was listening, though. I was listening.
You got to listen.
Hey, but that was good. That was good. Yeah. Yeah. So you write it out, and that's really great.
I do. And then I write about things, the little incident I told you about that I had with my daughter.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear about.
Okay. Well, I am 63, but I sometimes act like a child.
Yes, you do.
Right.
You ever seen a missing microphone? Oh, it's doing No More Wednesday. I'm sorry. I can't do that to you. I can't do it. Take it back. I take it back.
Wait. No, well, see, that's the way my children talk to me, too. So my daughter said something to me that hurt my feelings a little bit. I was like, man, what? So I decided rather than sit there, I would go in my room and pout. And so I did. And the next day, she told me that.
Yeah.
You know, we got up and I talked about it. She goes, well, geez, you just got up and went to bed. You know, that was, that isn't helping me.
Wow.
I mean,
the 15-year-old soon to be 16. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that we can actually have that kind of conversation.
Yes.
I allow her to be able to tell me that, as when I was a child, I wasn't allowed to tell my parents how I feel.
That's right.
Or express myself and be the being that I was.
No kidding.
Let the church say amen.
Being the being, you would have been the switch.
You would have been switched. Switched back to reality.
Right. So I write about all those things when I get up.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's very good. You write it out. Yeah. So I woke up, it says, what was with me was like, I have the right. I was starting with, I have the right. And then I was like, what does that mean? I don't know. But it seems right for me to wake up with the sun, to sit and feel the light on my third eye, on my face, on my chest and throat, to see the light dim and then go bright again, coming through the arms of one amazing spruce pine in the distance that's waving to the eucalyptus right at my window. I breathe in the sunlight, open the window, and breathe in the smell of eucalyptus. With gratitude for the music that got me here, placed me here, for the music that brought my daughter and son into my life, for the music that brought others together for a while to bear witness to my grandson who ever so gently reminded me to wake up and see the sun rising, Grandma. Don't you want to see the sunrise? He didn't sit with me, but he left me alone in the sun, in the silence, to feel what I came to feel, to open to the activity of the universe that could create a sun so beautiful that I must sing of the beauty of sun, of Ra, light of the earth. With gratitude must I smile and behold the glory of what it means this time to be me, to be myself, to be waking up with the sun rising, everything rising. Why not all of us? May the songs continue to come, and those that exist, may they bring comfort and clarity and greater pause for reflection. May the songs be with you and reveal the glory from which they came. Grateful I am to be grateful in my soul. The best in me, the smartest me, the kindest me, the honest me, the most productive me will spring from an ocean of devotion, a well of I am swell, a smile, an inner acceptance that all is God. So now, good morning, eternal day. I have the right to be off to a good start, to remember that love and only love is guiding me. Love and only love I live to see. Om Shanti.
Bring it on now, life. Bring it on. I'm charged after that. I'm charged. That's just.
Yeah. You know, it's not more and more my writings are leading me to a song. And so sometimes I do the whole lyric to the song, but I don't write the words. I just write the letters. And they go around the page. So it looks like something kind of like a hieroglyphics, like RickieGlyphics. And but I'm writing everything, internalizing the lyrics. You know, so peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind. I just write the letters. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti Om. You know. Yes, that peace that we're here to be.
Yes.
To be. So everybody in the chat, just say I'm here to be.
Yes.
To be.
Yes.
And sometimes it's not so simple when we can have so much complications in the mind, you know. So the breath allows us to get back to the sun. Like you spoke something too that I wanted to speak about when you said something about what's going on, you know, like something goes on in this moment and it's like counterproductive and you want to get to that window. You know, where all is well, you know, and I said this yesterday to a beautiful sound healer. I did her program. It's like, what is, you know, getting to the place to accept what is, you know, this is what is. But the funny thing is, what is what we're able to see right there. Because there's this big old is that's holding that is. There's this big jump is that creates the sun, something so excellently that it can create a breeze, a moon, a plant, water, you know, air that we're breathing.
Yes.
You know, it's just that magnificent. That's the real is. That's the capital
all at the same
I-S.
time. All at the same time. What is all there is.
Yes. God is all there. That is. The big is.
The big is. I'm hanging with the big is. What you doing? I'm doing my isness.
Yes. Yes. Hey, Sita's on with us. Yeah, God is. God is. He says, hey, Karen says she's getting up to see the sun tomorrow. Yeah, baby. You know, and the thing is, you know, and then what I did, okay, one last little thing. So when I finished, I put, let my heart not miss the chance to remember all is God. So I wanted to play a game tonight. We've done a few of these. What song does that come from? Name that tune. Not you, Ade.
Okay.
Who's got it? Who's got the answer?
So I don't get to win a prize.
Yeah. The prize is Rickie Loves You.
So I'm a winner.
What song is that? Let my heart not miss the chance to remember all is God. Which one is that? Anybody? Come on, Rosalind. I know you know it. In God's hands, Dorothy James. You cheating?
Well, someone else said it. I guess
of course, Dorothy know. Okay, Barbara Williams. Okay, Dorothy, you know it. Yeah, that's the one that says, "Earth receives a kiss at sunset. Let my heart not miss the chance to remember all is God and live and love as best I can, and then place all things in God's hands." Whoa! I like this part, Barbara. Creator of the universe, how great you are. Oh, guide me and inspire me to be wonderful. Creator, deep inside us all, you lift me up every time I fall. Oh, guide me and inspire me to be wonderful. wonderful. Amen. From Let My Soul Surrender. Oh, yes. I love that song.
Yes, yes, yes. Guide me. Inspire me.
God guiding me to be wonderful. Oh, guide me and inspire me to be wonderful. Don't guide me and inspire me to be a pain in the butt. Not
Sometimes
listening.
people may need that to wake them up. Because God is all there is, right?
Yes,
Because
that's
even a
true.
pain in the butt
Oh, that's right. I can't do it no more Wednesday.
is what you need sometimes to get we need the pains in butts to get attention. Like, ooh, that feels uncomfortable. What's going on? Sometimes we won't get up until we get a pain in the butt.
Yes, to get on. You say, like Dorothy said, she said, and you gotta get on with it, get strong with it, just stop wasting time. Woo. What song is that? What's that? Which one is that? Who knows? Who knows the answer to that? What song is that? Name that song. And you gotta get on with it, get strong with it, just stop wasting time. I don't see anybody.
What you're saying there
Do
is
it no more. Rosalind Cobb. Yes.
Yeah, Rosalind jumped
Rosalind.
in. Oh, Barbara jumped in first.
Rosalind she's already got a journal. I was going to say, you get a journal.
Everybody gets a journal.
Rosalind already bought 8. Kiana said, I said it. This is Do It No More Wednesday, huh? Go ahead, Ade. What were you going to say?
Oh, gosh. So the whole thing about doing what we came here to do invites us to listen to something different. So as I was listening to your download,
yes,
it reminds me, it's like several things came up for me. The mind is like an infant, and we get to choose what we feed it, because the mind is always going, feed me, feed me. So we can feed it with what we think is true, what other people are feeding us, and we feed it to the infant, or we listen. So when I listen to your journal entry, in Nigeria, particularly the Yoruba culture, which is my Yoruba tribe people, we have something we call Oriki, which is Oriki.
That sounds like me.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Ricky. Ricky. Okay, go ahead.
No, but it's funny because I actually caught something that really I knew it, but just when you said that, Ori means head.
You say Ori means...
Ori means head.
Okay.
Or consciousness.
Yes.
So Oriki is sort of like a praise to your head, to everything about you. So as I'm listening to you, because usually when they do an Oriki, it is either your parents, your grandparents that are saying it to you. So they're saying you're the child of whoever who did so and so many years ago, and they just keep going and keep going and keep going. By the time they finish, you're like, there's nothing I cannot do. So as I'm listening to you read that, it was like you were doing your own Oriki, reminding yourself that you birthed two beautiful beings. You have a grandson saying, look at the sun. And even said, don't you want to see the sun rise? Yeah. I mean, that question is so loaded. And for me, in that moment, it's like we have a responsibility and a responsibility to feed the mind organic spiritual food.
Yes.
So that it could be flexible enough, pliable enough, open enough to help us navigate all the other fast foods that's around us. And as we do that, we can really, it helps us to align with what we're here to do. I mean, when I was setting up today, I was kind of laughing, actually. I was like, what if people see how I got this place set up? Because I moved, and this is kind of like a temporary space, and I've got boxes on top of boxes to have my laptop, and, but on here, sometimes when we just look at it, it looks like, oh, look at that studio, there's a green screen and all of that. But if you look around it, you'll be like, I remember listening to, what's her name? Oh, gosh. Lauryn Hill, and she did this album called on MTV Unplugged. Beautiful album, the songs. And she talked about when she went to Disney, and they were invited to go to see to the back, and she saw how junky it was. But in the front, to the guests, everything looks clean. But oftentimes, what we see looks all prim and proper. But there's a lot of things. Sometimes there's a lot of mess behind the scenes. But when we focus on what we're here to do, when we feed the mind organic spiritual food, I could look beyond and like, why can't I have the right thing to put my computer? That's not relevant. Why do I have just total of us 3 people in? It's irrelevant, because what I'm here to do is to teach, is to speak, is to inspire, is to do what God put me here to do. And yeah, numbers are important. They're in places where they're important, but am I listening to numbers? Or am I listening to the divine?
Yes.
And when I listen to the divine, especially in moments like that, numbers are great. But in moments where there isn't a lot of people, as I continue to listen, I leave the place feeling full, feeling inspired. And then even the ones that they're like, oh my God, I needed to hear this story. And life is really simple. It's really simple. Because it doesn't matter what I'm calling a mess. It doesn't matter, because if I didn't have the boxes, then I'm really going to be up the creek. So even being grateful for the things that I had to stack together, because we live on a friendly universe. We live on a friendly universe. We live on a friendly universe.
You say we live what?
I said we live on a friendly universe. We live in a friendly universe, because God is all there is. So if God is all there is, there's really no problem.
Yes.
I make things to be a problem. I find things and go, oh, why is this happening? Well, if God is all there is, it's okay, maybe I need to find out why it's happening, as opposed to it being something else. But the importance of really, however people do it in the morning, in the evening, but we have a responsibility to feed the mind, because the mind is always hungry for information, for truth, for whatever. Well, whatever. Like, feed me. So thank you for sharing your journal entry.
Oh, I got a bunch of them.
I know you do. I was thinking this could be a book. I'm sure when I was listening, I'm thinking, I know she has a lot more of that. And that could be the journey in the mind of Rickie, or the musing of Rickie's mind, the wisdom of Rickie, Rickieism, you know.
Oh, Rickie.
Yes, the Rickie of life. Rickie of life.
No, I've been journaling for years, and when I read, you know, I read. It inspires me. So I don't know that it would inspire others, but I would, you know, I would put it. You know, I could do it. I could do that. If you guys interested in that,
Rickie, really.
I mean, it would be, but they're like prayers to the divine. You know, it's pretty much what I'm.
Your
writing.
songs are prayer to the divine.
Oh yeah, and I want to tell you something.
I'm saying your songs are prayer to the divine, and read what people say about your song. It's the same thing. It's coming from the same place. Of course, people want to read it. They want to hear it.
Well, it was you that made me do "Deliver Me Today."
I love it.
You know, that was a reading.
Yes,
you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a reading.
It's all music, right? And you translate it through writing. Or you put it into a song.
Good things in the chat, man. You know, the chat is, you know, I just got to recognize the chat. They're going, yes, Ade, speak, Ade. Rickie's writings are so loving. Oh, you guys, you know, maybe I'll read this after the show, because it's just making me feel good. It's like now, and you know, somebody go, I can see, well, no, it's Do It No More Wednesday, so I'm not going to talk about that. You know, but I'm so happy to see everybody on with us and being willing to come into the room. Yeah, that's right. The journal notes become our songs, and whop that do. Yeah, because it does, you know, because that one, that there was a sleeping. God lifted me from my bed and put a song in me, kind of like a map in my head. You want to get on with your life, you gotta get right into your mind. when I'm walking wrong. Do it no more. I can't keep thinking that the world's gonna change when I'm walking wrong. When I'm walking. Hey y'all, have y'all stopped talking about yourself on Wednesdays? Don't you find that you're way more loving to yourself these days? Just from a simple practice of speaking highly of yourself and not tearing yourself down. And then you stop tearing other people down too. When I'm walking the right way. I'm laughing. I had a very interesting conversation with one of my brothers yesterday. And I saw myself in a tug of war, you know, and I just stopped, you know. So sometimes you get caught. You're not listening. You're trying to make the point, or you're listening and you know what they're going to say. You know what they're going to say. You already know what they're going to say. You already know what they're going to say. You know, and you know, and then you speak. And then, you know, and it doesn't. And then at one point, I was listening, and then I was listening to the adversarial point of view, you know. And then I said, we both love him. You know, we were talking about my uncle, and so we both love him. But even before I said that, I said, I love my brother. The one who was talking. Because when we are in that tug of war thing, sometimes you can't even see that you love the person.
Yes.
You know, you're fighting them. You know, you're fighting them. And it's like, I said, I love him. I love my brother. And I took a deep breath, and and it's like, we love him. And we both want what's best. So we'll find a way to get to that place. You know, but it's deep when you're the one that, you know, you're the whimsical and you're talking to the facts. You know, you got a Libra and a Capricorn. Oh, baby.
Oh, God, bless your heart.
But, you know, my mom was Capricorn, you know. My mom was Capricorn, and she's very grounding, but she allowed me. My mom allowed me to minister to her. My mother allowed me to talk to her and to show her another way.
What a gift.
Yeah, she allowed me to do that. I mean, it wasn't easy sometimes to get her into that allowable state. But I would just go like, you know, it's, and then she'd say those magic words. Yeah, you know, you're Indian. You know, you're Indian. I was like, yeah. You should listen to me. I got something. That was not a dig that she was telling me of my heritage. And she was saying that, you know, and she knew, you know. And then my daughter laughs at me. She's like, Mom, you don't throw away nothing. I'm recycling everything. Yeah. Hey, Charles Hope. A Capricorn that is still not easy for me.
She also said her mother is Capricorn. I think she said that. Yeah.
Is that Kiana?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You know, but you know, we come to teach each other.
Yes.
You know, we show up in each other's lives, like Jeff was talking about his daughter. She shows up in his life to help him be a more expanded version of who he really is. You know, she's not trying to change him. She's just trying to show him, like, you left. You know, you left. You know, it's like, we couldn't get there. What I love about his fathering is that he can breathe and be taught.
Yes.
Just like I can by my grandson. But he can't be taught by me much, though. We got to work on that part. He just laughs. He laughs. We have a great time together. We do. Yeah. Bernice is on. Bernice Clausel. Bernice, can I tell him what you told me today? Just a little bit. Bernice, do I have your permission? Bernice, let me see. I think I may have left the book upstairs, but I think I have the phone though. I have the phone with the text that I sent to her, and she was just saying something about her family not being able to see her point of view, and and it was so familiar. What she was saying reminded me of somebody, you know. And she was just saying, like they're, where do I go from here, And then she says, I'm grateful for your music. She said, I'm so grateful for the music and your voice. And so I said, thanks, Bernice. These are the words on page 27 of God's little instruction book. For peace of mind, for peace of mind, resign as general manager of the universe. Resign as general manager of the universe for peace of
Yes.
mind.
Yes.
And then it says, cease striving and know that I am God. That's Psalm 46.
Yes.
It's like, it's right here. I mean, we have to be careful with new thoughtishness, that sometimes you will just be in a corner in bliss and the world is just going crazy beyond your door, and you go like, let them go crazy. I'm fine right in here without any kind of relationship to the world. But wait till it's time for you to go to the store, and then you get mugged, and then it's like, what happened?
I do everything right. I meditate. I'm vegan. I drink water, 22 ounces of water every day. I sleep 24 hours. I rest. I exercise. Why?
And you find by and by that you are part of the world. And you're
Bye,
gonna go out
bye.
and you're gonna
Yeah.
be you're gonna be called into it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're called into it, and so who shows up there is who you are now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like who shows up there is who you are now,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
you will be taught in that moment,
Mm-hmm.
and it won't feel good sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're listening, if your eyes are open, and if you can just take a breath and go like, what am I learning here?
Mm-hmm.
What is there for me, in this cage that they have me in for 40 days?
Mm-hmm.
What is there for me in
Yes.
this hospital,
Yes.
where I haven't been in a hospital, and I'm in a hospital. What is there for me now in whatever situation that is in
Yes.
front of us right now? Because we know that it's a little is compared to the big is,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
you know.
Yes.
But it is,
Yes.
and we want to learn all that it came to teach us.
Oh. Oh. And just
Yeah,
because it doesn't feel good doesn't mean there's something wrong.
that's right.
In fact, there's something right because one, you can feel what
Hey
doesn't feel
now,
good.
in the words of Rashid, hey, yes, because you
Yes,
can feel.
you can feel. Can you imagine if we walked around not feel pain and nothing? I mean, in the sense that when the body needs attention and we don't get the signal, or something happens emotionally, we don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, it's if something's going on with you, I don't even want to claim is with somebody like in Nigeria when they want to talk about themselves, they would say, if something is wrong with my enemy, they don't say with me. Like if my enemy is
Oh.
sick,
Uh-huh.
so if something is wrong with my enemy and they don't feel the pain, they might be walking down the street one day and their arm just falls off. Like, ooh, that's odd. But your body gives you signals to let you know, pay attention. There's something in life gives us signal. Life is always speaking,
Yes.
always.
You're
And just
right.
because something is wrong, just because something doesn't feel right doesn't mean there's something wrong. It's an opportunity to pay attention. It could be to do it differently,
Yeah.
or it's just allowing space for that energy to have an outlet. Like when
Yes.
you said, I felt those words. Of course, I wasn't there in the conversation. When you said, we both love him,
Yes.
I didn't even know who the him you were talking about, but there's something about the way you said it that just, ooh, can you imagine? Being in the middle of an argument and someone say, we both love him. It's like we may disagree,
Right.
but one thing we agree on, we love him.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
Yes.
And so that love moves us to places sometimes where we feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
And when we feel uncomfortable, it's an opportunity to pay attention, to listen,
Yes.
to listen. And I'm telling you, when I feel uncomfortable, when things don't feel right, the device got my attention. It's like,
Yes.
okay, if my best thinking brought me here, I need an upgrade. I'm listening. What is it? Okay, should I meditate? No, just keep doing what you're doing. No distractions. Don't go listen to music. Pay attention to what you're feeling. Because sometimes I just go listen to music when I don't feel good, when I'm like, oh, I don't like how I feel. And even that sometimes is a distraction
Yes.
for me. I've learned to say, no, stay with it. Stay with it. What does this feel like? What is happening? Allow it to pass as opposed to resisting it.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Thank you, Ade.
You're welcome, Rickie. Thank you. Thank you.
I got a few announcements to make.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You heard my thoughts.
My first announcement is that at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays, our beloved Ade has a show called Being You that you might want to check out, that you do want to check out. It's a good show. It's a good podcast. And he has featured guests, and he's very good at what he does. So check him out. B Radio, streaming 24/7 inspirational music and podcasts. With Mondays, they're rebroadcasting right now. We're getting ready for a new show to come on with Lona Elias in July. Yes. Lona's World. You're soaking in it. Jeff Kushner on Tuesdays, and Sacred Intonations with Beverly Brewster on Tuesday mornings. Moni's Mixes on Wednesdays. The Healing with Dorothy James on Thursdays. Stepping with Inspiration with Norma Choza. And then Take a Moment for Health with Dr. Lori. And Awaken Pillow Talk with John and Kathy Stringer. They're great at what they do. And so we're revamping everything. It gives us it takes a moment to get it all together. We're doing a whole lot of things, but we're working on it. So check out B Radio, the music, whatever you're going through, let the music pull you through. Sisters, soulsisterstoday.com. You can register for the registration is open for this year's Soul Sisters Retreat. It's a virtual retreat for this year. Next year, we go live and live in color. But this year, you got to register. We're going to do it online, but it's a great retreat. We did it last year. We had almost 100 women. It was spectacular. For 3 days, okay, you want to do it. Early bird price is still happening right now. It ends July 4th, so sign up for it. It's going to be Soul Sisters Delicious. We're going to be doing a lot of great things. So sign up for the Soul Sisters Retreat. And let's see, what else? My birthday party, October 10th, but from October 6th through 11th, celebrating it in Kauai. That is, Kauai is in Hawaii, just in case you didn't know. And so that's happening. And what else? Oh, yeah. Sanctified Saturday devotionals right now will move to Sunday on July 18th. Yes, backed by popular demand, Sunday devotionals, July 18th. Okay, beginning with July 18th. And we'll let you know where we're popping up live in Los Angeles. We will be live streaming and doing the best we can to deliver a great devotional. Here's a shout out to Nikki Harris that was with us last Saturday. She was amazing. Yes, she did Someone Needs a Prayer Today, but it was cut out of the broadcast when it stopped. But that's all right. She's coming back and we'll do it again. Because that girl can sing and she's a great mind. Maybe we'll have her with us on a soul fulfilling conversation. Next week, we stay tuned, all right? Because I got to go see my uncle next week, and I got to go see my grandson on July 3rd. So we'll keep you posted as to whether we'll be live or take a little vacation next week.
You left out another announcement that your book is coming out soon.
Yes.
Yeah, it is coming out soon. Watch this space.
What song were you waiting for, Mickey? I was waiting for that.
Oh, she was talking to Someone Needs a Prayer Today. That's what she was
yeah, right. We were waiting for the song. She did it. And we knocked it out the ballpark. But it didn't get on the live stream, which means, like what I said before she sang it, she shouldn't sing it today. And Rashid kept pushing. Yes, he did. And so we did it. Didn't even make it on the
Are you
back.
blaming Rashid for the hiccup?
Yes.
Do it no more, Rickie. Do it no more. Do it no more.
You're right. Hey, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. It's just, I want to say this as we sign off. Great fun. I am grateful to be grateful in my soul. Thank you for showing up tonight. Grateful for being grateful. I am grateful to be grateful in my soul. Let's go up. Grateful, I am grateful to be grateful, to be grateful, to be grateful in my soul. I'm grateful in my soul. I'm grateful. May all be blessed and may all find the way to love. God bless you. Thank you, Ade.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Jeff
Thank you,
Noose.
everyone. Yes.
Thank you, Ayana Stokes.
Thank you, Ayana. Saving the day. Peace and blessings.